Well guys, welcome back to the channel. Not sure how I keep getting myself in these situations, but we're in another situation. Buy a race truck, they said. It'd be fun, they said. So, as you can tell, there's no blower on the truck. So, we went to the track last night, everything went well. Driving home, the truck started overheating. Not sure what the issue was or why it started overheating, but it did. Pulled over. It never got really hot. I seen the gauge start going over to get warm. I pulled right over. At that point, it was blowing water out of the radiator. Checked the water, checked the dipstick, and I got water on the oil. Not sure how it happened or what, but we're pulling it apart and see what's going on. Hopefully, it just got a little hot and seeped some water through the gasket. There's not a lot of water in the oil, so hopefully it's not bad, but we're gonna pull the heads off. It's got head bolts. We're gonna take the head bolts out, put head studs in it. So I've already ordered head studs, LS9 head gaskets. So I got all that stuff on order. We'll see how it goes from there. I'm gonna pull this driver's side head off, or the passenger side head off first, and see what our issue is. All right, got the passenger side head off. It doesn't look like it was the one that pushed the head gasket, so I'm not real sure. I'll get the driver's side off later this week. But did notice the truck didn't have multi-layer. It only had 4-layer head gaskets, not LS9s, and it had ARP head bolts. I went ahead and ordered head studs and new LS9 head gaskets. Talked to my tuner too, talking about milling the heads, 20,000s, help raise the compression and clean the surface of the head up. So we're gonna call around tomorrow, see who can get that done for me really quick. Other than that, that's the current situation. So, like I said, one day this week, I'm gonna try to get the other side off, take a look at it, and see where we go from there. All right, it's the following night. I got the driver's side head off. I didn't see an issue there either, so I'm assuming it just lifted the head and it didn't push through it or blow a head gasket. I guess it just lifted the head. But here's the current situation. Got both sides off. I'm gonna go ahead and have the heads milled while we're at it. I'm gonna take 20,000ths off the heads. Should get them the next day. Taking them tomorrow. Hopefully have them back Wednesday after work. Come back and start stabbing everything back together. Should have my head gaskets and head studs tomorrow. Once I get them in, I'll go ahead and put them on. Wait for the heads. I'm gonna clean the heads. Have the valve covers clean too. Just to get all that milky stuff out of there. And then be ready to go back together. Hopefully we'll have it back together by this weekend and try it out again. All right guys, it's assembly day. I'm gonna put this thing back together. Got my head studs in, got my head gaskets in. Got my heads back from the machine shop, having them milled 20,000ths. So, you know, current situation right here. So, got all the blower over here, all the parts. Got all the shiny parts over here so I don't get scratched up. Got my head gaskets in. Got my head studs in. Got my heads back from the machine shop. So it's ready to go back together. I'm gonna hope try to get it done tonight. It's my wife's birthday this weekend, so I got some plans with her tonight. So I'm gonna try to get it all done before we leave. All right, got all the heads torqued down. So I'm gonna put on the intake, put the plugs back in, put the headers back on, then start putting the Procharged back on. Hopefully we'll get this thing fired up today. Alright guys, got the blower brackets on. I finally remembered how all of the stuff went. Took a couple trial and error, backing things off, putting it back on to figure out what I did wrong. Like these two right here, you couldn't have those on. You couldn't have this, you had to put the belts on before you could put these two on. I put them on and it's like, oh crap, belt don't work. Take them back off, put the belt back on, so that's ready. It's time to put the blower on now, so we'll have it fired up here pretty soon. So I'm excited to get this thing fired up. It's been down for a little over a week now. Ready to go. So I got this nipple split, so I gotta get another one of those for that. But got the blower back on. I'm gonna leave the belt off for now. Filled it full of water, filled it full of oil. I got one header on. I gotta get the other, or I got one end of the exhaust done. I gotta get the other side done. But we're gonna give it a little crank and make sure that everything's working before we go any further. So. Turn that key on a couple times, let it build fuel pressure. Good fuel pressure and everything, so that worked out. Get the exhaust back on and then get this baby fired back up, get the blower belt back on, which that blower belt is a son of a bitch. It's so tight, even with the tensioner on there, it's so tight that you have to actually crank it over and roll it on with your hand. It's so tight. It's a little sketchy, so I'm gonna trust the wife to bump it over. Hopefully I don't lose a finger on there. So, but I fired up, everything sounds good. Got good oil pressure, everything's looked good. So I'm gonna go eat me some dinner real quick, come back out, put that other header back on, and fire back up. All right, first drive since I got the truck back together. So I'm just gonna test it around the block, make sure everything's good. looks good. So I gotta order a new sensor for this. For my air fuel, I recalibrated and everything, it's still not working. So I'm gonna go ahead and order another sensor for that. But truck's running good, so I'm excited. Got the event coming up this weekend, so gotta get ready for that. Well guys, we put the truck back together. I drove it around a little bit as you see in the video, but this morning I drove it to the gym. Coming home, it overheated again. I thought maybe the system had an air pocket still in it. After doing a little bit more digging, I realized the truck was pressurizing the coolant system. So we have an issue. The truck is back apart again. I don't even know. Cruise is tomorrow and I don't have a truck to do the cruise in that I set the cruise up for. No worries. We're tearing the truck apart right now. As I go to do a compression check on the truck, I have all the plugs out of it. I found number 6 was the one that was wet on the spark plug. Pulled all the spark plugs. Went to put the compression tester in number 2, turned the truck over, and just poof, water come flying out of the cylinder. So we're digging it apart. We believe the block's cracked. I don't know. I think that's what it is. Hoping that it's a bad head or the head's messed up. I don't know. But I'm tearing it apart right now. We'll see where it goes. If it's a bad block, maybe it's time to do a LSX block. It's got good rods, pistons, and crank in the truck. Maybe it's time for an aftermarket block, but I don't know. We'll see where it goes. I'll show you a video of what it looks like when it shoots the water out of the cylinder. It's insane. But I did compression check. All the compression's good on the motor, so I don't know. This is the first time I've had an issue like this, and it sucks. So luckily, one of my good friends has let me borrow his supercharged Corvette tomorrow, so I can still do the cruise and I have to do it in a stock car. So I'll still have some fun. Yeah, but here's a video of it shooting the water out. Ugh. Yep. All right. Well guys, I got the head off, and as you can tell, you can see which one was the messed up one. Look how clean it is. It was getting steam cleaned while it was in there, so the rest. So we found the problem. Let me find my light real quick. So we definitely found the issue, and it's not good. So as you can tell, it's not the head, because I'll be showing you the issue in the head. So it's not the head as we were hoping, as I was hoping, because that would have been a lot cheaper fix. I wouldn't get that lucky. So let's see here. There it is. Got a crack in the cylinder wall. I don't even know how that happens. I honestly don't know. The truck has not even made enough power to hurt it. We haven't even beat on it at all. Since I don't have tires, it was useless to beat on it. So I'm not sure what the plan is. I'm gonna get some prices on some blocks tomorrow. My dad gets pretty good deals on blocks, stock blocks. So we're gonna see what a block's gonna cost me, get a board, see if we can throw it in like that. I would really, really like to buy a dart block with a 4125 bore and put a set of pistons in it, make this thing a 388, everything I want. So later on down the road, all I do is buy heads for it, and we have a nicely built motor for boost. I just don't know if I've got the budget for it right now. We'll see. I got Christmas around the corner. We got to start planning for that, trying to figure out what we're gonna do. And we got a trip to Universal coming up in February. So I don't know. I'm not sure what to do. I don't know. We'll give it some thought this week and really see what's going on. But geez, I'm sick to my stomach, man. I have not wanted to do this again. My Mustang was down all the time because I couldn't afford to fix it. It just took me forever to build it because I was doing it all small budget. Same thing this time. I'm still on a small budget, so I was really hoping not to break this thing until I could get some money in the bank and be like, all right, cool, I'm ready to build a new motor. No worries. Let's blow it up if we have to, you know, if it happens. But, so we'll see. I definitely want to go bigger and better. I don't like doing things and tearing it apart and not going better if we're going to do it. It's almost not, I really just like to put a block in it. You know, time I buy a block and have it bored, put everything back in it on a stock block, I'm only, you know, probably $1,500 away from buying an aftermarket block. So I don't know. I don't know what the plan is. We'll see. All right, guys. Well, I think I got the plan for the truck. As much as I want to go an aftermarket block, I've called around, got some prices. For a block, a set of pistons and rings, we're going to be like $3,000. And just right now, I can't swing it with Christmas and everything around the corner. I got Christmas, my daughter's birthday is like the following week. And then we got Universal in February too. I just got so much going on. I can't just swing the block right now. I'm going to go ahead and put another stock block in it. Have it board 30 over, put the truck back together like it is. That way it's not down for a while. I can get it back together in hopefully about 2 weeks, put it right back together and be running it again. My wife is amazing. She's told me not to worry about our Universal trip, use that money and order me a new dart block if that's what I want. But I just can't do that. My family comes first. So I want to do this trip. We've been planning it for a couple months. So I want to do that, and you know, we'll leave the truck how it is, and when I get the budget and get the time, I'll put another motor in there. Hopefully, because I want to go twin turbo later when we pull the twins out, or tear it down and put the twins on it, or the single, whatever we decide to do. We'll put another block in it if I can, make it a 388 like I'd like. So we'll see what happens down the road. But like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and get the block tomorrow, get it to the machine shop this week, order some new bearings for it so I can get bearings, new bearings and everything too, and get the truck back on the road. So thanks for watching my video, guys. See you later.